have, they're the original of our hot plates, so they're exactly identical. They're just not folded, and that's version 1, not version 2. Mm-hmm. We're now on version 3. So, yeah. Anyway.
Okay. It's like, yeah. Okay. Seraphinius asks, what size tap did you use?
On which one?
Yeah, Seraphinius.
This is a quarter NPT on the bottom.
Yeah.
We also have been using 1/8 NPTs, beautiful threads, on the material feed sensors.
Mm-hmm.
And,
which is...
Sorry, guys.
Right here.
I've been out working the shop part of the day today. Yeah.
So, there you go.
We also tapped some M3s with some pretty good success, but that's what I was just telling him was that...
those guys right there.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So as nice as this is looking, I am actually going to start this over again.
Okay.
I really want to give it a chance to have the blower on it.
Okay. Not a problem.
I got to tell you, this material is fantastic, though.
Yeah.
I will get this off, and you can play with it. Show it
Okay.
to him. Get a razor blade right
Yeah,
here.
you got a razor blade right here.
Is that your retirement plan? The golden parachute.
No.
Good.
At one time I thought it was, but no. So I'm very happy about that.
Good. Me too.
That was the retirement plan that my old job used to. So my former employers, that's pretty much what they told me was my retirement. So.
Did you print another one of these that had the new thingamajigger on it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
well,
I did.
it's not on this machine, and I think John wants to see what he's getting.
Okay, John, I do apologize. I had one part that was here that I should have installed. Give me just one moment. So.
You know, swapping parts in and out is really easy. If you remember where you put the razor blade. It's right here.
Yeah. Very, very true. Okay. So, Eagle and Jay asks a very good question, which is, what does that happen to make it easier or harder to keep track the nozzle at temperature? I believe you're talking about the quiet storm that's on there.
Well, let me address that one.
Yeah.
That's my fun part.
That's a good question.
It's a good question, but it's not as relevant as you think it is.
Okay.
In just a second, I'm going to start that process and plant in here. Now we got the fan installed.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You would think that with a fan blowing over the nozzle, it would be cooling it off big time. And when we put a big fan and blew straight over the whole fusion chamber, it really did cool it down.
Quite a bit.
But what Domenico has come up with, and I'm going to say it wasn't totally his idea, but he did a nice job making the nozzle, so good job on it. We actually came up with the same design independently, so that's cool. And he's brilliant and has a big career ahead of him. Anyway, by just putting the air where you need it, you cool the plastic without cooling the fusion chamber. So we're finding literally no droop in temperature whatsoever. As you can see here, we're at 231. The requested temperature is 226. The difference is the error in our thermocouple or our RTD. We just haven't calibrated it out. So it's having no trouble to keep up with it. And the fan is actually on blowing at 80% as we speak. So that'll be the way it works. And so far we have not encountered a situation where the fan lowers the temperature of the nozzle with any not even to one degree. It's perfect that the air is hitting the plastic and going right under the nozzle and right out. Now if you have a lot of stuff cooking, it's possible that the next nozzle over could be getting a little turbulence out of it. But right now we're very happy with the way it works. And you saw what happens with the little pawns. Imagine what it'll do for the queen. So, yeah.
Okay. John, I know you're holding. This is the part that we're talking about.
No, don't you have only green?
No. No, that was the only green one that we printed because we ran out of that green material.
No, I got to know another rule of it.
Oh, of the Sane Smart stuff, yes.
Yeah,
but the old Chinese stuff, that was fantastic. Yeah.
This is one of the parts we printed. This was so much fun to develop because we made minor modifications. The first one Hutch printed had thinner pieces of this, and I may have ruined it. We'll see. I forgot about that entirely.
Okay, that's fine.
That's not a real glitch. That's a real glitch.
So,
And that's not in the software we're shipping. That's in the software we haven't upgraded yet.
yep. You want me to start? That one's gonna.
Not if you give me a pair of pliers, wire cutters. It can be saved. Maybe not. Maybe I start it over again. Yeah, that was the acknowledge signal problem we've been telling everybody about for 3 weeks. So, it doesn't exist on the other firmware. It does exist on the old firmware.
Yep.
All right, let me just see if I can get into that.
Okay. So what these guys are talking about is that we went through a couple of different iterations on this particular cap. As you guys can see from here, this is the green version, that's the yellow version. And we realized that in order to put this guy into the actual 8020, I needed to add just a little bit of more material, and on top of that, I needed to have a much larger area for this part that actually goes up and slides into the bottom part of the end cap of the LCD screen. And just a small, slight modification on going from one to the next. And I gotta tell you guys, this guy fits in like a dream. And Carl will show that, guys, in just one moment. So, let's see. Kuldrick asks, oh, flashback. Do you remember your whiteboard content in the other room, particularly regarding your planned shipping schedule during last Christmas holidays?
Oh my God. Yes.
Wow, man. We do remember that, and
the NSA still has pictures of it.
Yeah, no kidding. So, we were overly ambitious as to with the schedule that we were looking at in order to actually get it done.
Carl was all screwed up. Just put it plainly.
So
We can say what it is. Okay.
starting it over again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see how it comes out. It was looking nice.
Yes. Thank you, Huldrych, for that flashback. Eagle and Jay says, what was the winning Aquanet foam for? What? No. What was the winning Aquanet form for the spray-on bed? Strangely enough, Eagle and Jay, which you're asking a very good question about this. It's this stuff right here.
Unscented.
It is. We like to use the unscented version. It does kind of smell like bug spray repellent, as Les Wilhelm found out earlier today when he came over today. Yes, super extra hold all day long, great stuff. But we've also used the scented versions of it. You're not going to have a problem using the scented or the unscented version. It just really pretty much determines what it is that you want scent-wise. That's about it. And yes, Aquanet does work, and it is good stuff. So Les did bring over some stuff, some of his own concoction, as we'll put it, that does work, but we prefer to use the Aquanet over the stuff that he brought. Now it does. Go ahead.
I'm not going to say it works. It was tacky. I think it's better to start a cold diesel engine with than it is to print with, though.
Yeah, it is flammable.
Flammable.
So
propanol, ethanol. They had like 5 anols in it.
Yeah.
So it looked to me like it was do not smoke in the same zip code with this stuff.
Okay.
It even had acetone in it, which defies logic a little bit. But
yeah. I'm not sure if this stuff has got. It's got water, dimethyl ether, SD alcohol, or basically alcohol 40-B. I mean, the thing that really makes the stuff stick, strangely enough, is what I found when I was making my super glue for ABS, and that is the acrylate. So this stuff does have, if you'll look in the MSDS sheet for the stuff, it does have acrylate. It has an acrylate copolymer, and ABS and acrylate are like, they really love to stick together. To show you guys how much they like to stick together, I always love showing this piece. Let me grab this guy.
Oh, sorry about that. I don't mean to be so close to the camera. It's just there's no room to sit over here. I'll push that camera back. That's ridiculous. Actually, you guys want to see it printing? I do.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay.
How about we zoom in? Oh wait, we'll show him his piece.
Okay. So guys, this little guy that you see right here, this is one of the spine cover plates. So unfortunately, when we printed the ABS, and this is ABS plastic, onto acrylic, it didn't want to come up. We have tried our darndest in trying to use a razor blade in order to cut this stuff off. Once it's on there, it's almost as if it's welded in. So just be careful that if you're going to be using a removable build platform with ABS, you're not going to have a good time if you use that with acrylic, unless of course you want to do your own design and make sure that's welded on. So, because that guy, it's not coming off. It is not coming off at all. And yes, John Hubbard is to frame that bad boy and preserve for the HYREL 3D archive. It's preserved. It's petrified on, man.
Petrified.
Yeah. So,
wait, well, I'm just gonna. Oh,
yeah, go ahead.
okay. There was a question earlier about the fan and how it affected the temperature. So you can see right here, it's 226 is requested. That's what's in the yellow box right there, and 225 is the actual now. And so you can see we're right there, and it's doing good. The other thing I was going to show you guys, since we're looking over everyone's shoulder, is just a bird's eye view of what the heck we're trying to make tonight. And you can see the color, and I'm going to go with pink over red, but
Yeah.
you know, pink is the new red. It's just a washed out red. So if you don't get cataract surgery, that's going to look real red to you. Anyway, we'll show it more as time goes by. The interesting thing will be to see how it does the overhang, and it's not a little overhang, it's a long overhang, so it runs the whole length of it.
Yep.
And I have no clue what's going to happen, and
Neither do I.
you know, we'll just see.
Let's see.
Oh,
So John, finally, this is the part, and Carl's going to install it.
Yeah, Carl's going to try to install it here.
You got to push it in. It's tough. So slides up.
There you go. That's what it looks like.
Yep. So now those cables that were there are now covered up. They're looking good.
So Hutch has been busy designing stuff all week, and I see there's one more thing that didn't get printed yet. So we need to do this in green and this in green for this machine.
Yep.
So I know John could print it, but we might as well get it out of the way.
Seraphinius, yes, we can make it black if you want. If you want your parts not in pink, sorry about that. But if you want them in black, we can definitely do that too. So, and I'm going to go up and ask and answer a couple questions going up a little bit. So, but guys, keep on asking those questions. Let's see. DeCosta said, have you guys looked at basalt build plates? I have one on my cubed RXL printer, and it seems to have really good heat dispersion across the plate. That's a good question.
I haven't looked at them, but I appreciate the information. We'll give it a shot.
Yep. So the basalt was the I think it was like the, what is that kind of stuff? Pyrodex? No.
You know.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry, guys. But we'll take a look at that DeCosted. Thank you. Let's see. Eco1J says, I know on bioreactors sometimes having both positive and negative control over something works well. Oh yes. Nerdrock says, wow, does the yellow plastic come with batteries?
So it is bright yellow, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, the yellow and the green print like a dream. The other color, well, they're actually SainSmart, SAINSMART. That's where we got this from. Please leave a little bit for us because we're trying to buy a bunch for the Kickstarters.
Yeah.
But the SainSmart is been the best supplier so far in our experience. I'm sure there's other good suppliers, but we can only try so many. So I would say we're like on 13 or 14 tries. This is my favorite domestic supplier by far.
Yeah.
We just really impressed with them.
Oh, wow. They're charging $23 per thing for Aquanet.
It's a 6-pack.
Oh, it's a 6-pack?
Yes.
Oh, it is a 6-pack. I'm sorry.
See, I buy Aquanet so much, I know. It comes in a 6-pack, so it keeps the little bozo ears just perfectly formed.
So yes. So Eagle1J, yes, that stuff that you've seen there, that's on his link in the chat room in the Amazon.com area. That stuff Even though it's the older label, it's the same stuff. So,
I'm glad Les Wilhelm didn't see that.
what yeah, I know. So, let's see. If I can smell propanol all day from the Form 1B1, I can handle some spray. Good. Okay. Also, this is one thing that Demonico did find out for us. Another little tidbit. If you are going to be using the hairspray, okay, and you spray it on, do not automatically assume you can print immediately. Okay?
If it's cold, you got a problem. If it's hot, I wait 30 seconds and push the print button. You've already seen me do it. So it dries instantly on a hot bed.
Yeah.
I mean, instantly within 30 seconds.
You'll see some of the vapor comes off of it.
Yeah.
But some of the water vapor. Just know that if it's cold, not good. You may have to give it a little while for the actual tackiness to come out.
I don't recommend it for cold applications, period.
No, for hot stuff. And typically, what I found at the Maker Faire, the LM and Mini Maker Faire this past weekend, this stuff worked well, and it started to do what it needed to do right as the heated bed was getting roughly about 45 to 50 degrees C. So that was my experience. There you go. So
I like 60 C myself.
Yeah, 60 C is good. Now I didn't start printing until roughly about 55 degrees C on the actual heated bed, and then everything was copacetic for a little while. And
yeah, we're 69 now.
Yeah, so which is good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so Eagle says that goes on the wall of oops. We have one at camp that features someone that melted a Dutch oven into a campfire. Oh yeah, he's talking about a little oops like this. So yeah. Although melting a Dutch oven into a campfire, that takes a lot of skill. Nerd Rocks just put out their list of air filters, air filtering plants.
I didn't pay attention.
We have not, well, because of the industrial environment that we have here, I don't think many plants would last for very, very long, especially in this particular environment. So you can try, but we would much rather you guys go out there and get your own air filter and go from there. Yes. And that was the air filter that we're putting inside of each one of these systems. So, let's see. Seraphinius says, what'd you do?
Yeah, this one's just the program. The way it sliced it, it's got that anomaly in it every year. And I wasn't paying attention. I thought I was past it, so.
That's fine.
It's fine for you, not for me.
Okay. Let's see. Seraphinius, yeah, here again. Just let me know if it's in black and you like it and go from there. I got an email here. And Glenn, if you're watching, thank you very much for watching. And it says, and it reads like this. Hi guys, I run a design fabrication shop in North Carolina, Chapel Hill, University of North Carolina. Go Tar Heels. And I have a couple of 3D printers. I'm always on the hunt for something better, and I've been following your company for about a year now. Thank you. Thank you very much. Always on the hunt for something. I am intrigued with a new Model 30, and I'm curious roughly how many user/customers you have.
None.
On your website, the Kickstarter update queue for orders page would suggest that you haven't shipped any printers as of yet. Yes, that is correct. However, we've got 4 beta printers that are out there, 4 beta engines that have been running. I'm sure this isn't accurate, but I'm wondering if you have fulfilled all of your Kickstarter orders and what the user experience has been. We haven't filled all the orders yet.
I haven't filled but just a couple. So.
Exactly. So, great question. We will be, when that happens, you can actually check out what we have a little bit later on. Let's see. On the Model 30, I'm also wondering what Kickstarter what OS you are running on the embedded PC. Currently, right now, we're using Windows XP. Although, of course, you can also run, if you want to, Windows 7, and we're going to have one probably mid-2014, maybe 2015, end of 2014, beginning of 2015, that will be running Windows 8. However, we are not going to go there until we feel that Windows 8 is stable enough that will run.
I've already tested on 8.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Oh.
It runs fine on 8.
I apologize. There you go. Okay, so it does run on Windows 8, so we will be going to Windows 8 a little bit faster, possibly. Your designs look great. Thank you very much. And I'm quite partial to the use of industrial automation components, so I'm naturally biased in your favor already. Thank you, Glenn. So Glenn, yes, please get in touch with us. We'd love to talk to you a lot more and answer any questions you have, and also set up a Skype session. And that goes for anyone who's watching here. If you guys have questions, even just not on this broadcast, Skype in with us. We love to have those questions answered, and we want you guys to be able to control the printer from where you are as well, which you'll need Skype and TeamViewer, both free programs, and we love them. They work on the printer. They'll work for you. All right. So let's see. DeCosta also sent us a nice little link to the particular volcanic glass, and it looks like the basalt bed. Yes, that's $30. Not too bad at all. Although honestly, the glass plate, the plates we've been using, I mean, what they're like? How much are they? $10? I don't know.
The one I use from Home Depot is $2.
Okay, so basically $2.
But it's different. We have a really flat bed to work on top of, so a lot of people don't. So the basalt one is good. We also have very good temperature uniformity since we have an aluminum spreader on top of the heater. So I mean, I would like to check it out. It might be that for some applications it's actually quite excellent.
Yep. So there you go. So great. Thank you, DeCosta, for sending us that. We also have checked out Octave as well, based upon your previous links that you've been sending out to us via the email and also via the chat room that is here. We do like what they have. We just haven't gotten around yet to ordering and getting their material from them as of yet. So, next question comes from Eagle and Jay. What plasticine have you been buying? I just wanted to make sure it was the right version. Give me a moment. I'm going to bring out a couple of different types of plasticine so you guys can see this, and it's just a warning because some of the stuff works and some of the stuff does not work as well with the emo.
Just warm it up.
Yeah.
If it's cold, it doesn't work so good.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about plasticine is it's very, very stiff at lower temperatures. They tried to plint with it when it was cold outside, say 60 degrees or 55, and it was too stiff for the emulsion or the drive system. Now, for those people who might be concerned over that, since you might have some kind of an emulsion that you want that's quite stiff, we actually have a new drive motor that we've got in that's got both 27:1 and 100:1 ratio, and we will have a HD version of the Emo 25, also the Emo 50 and the Emo 100 that run with those direct drive systems. And they're not much more. I think it's $100 more for them. So, which is something, but considering what it can do, it's pretty interesting.
Okay. So we're not pulling any punches, guys. This is what we've been using. So basically 18 color modeling clay that you can get from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to pull this up really nice and close so you guys can see. There you go. $14.99. And they even had a coupon off of this guy, which was like, I think, like 40% off.
40% off if that's your first purchase.
And to show you guys how ridiculous this is, hold on, well, actually this guy's a sealed pack anyway. Each one of these guys, half of one of these blocks fills up an emo. That's a lot, okay? And I mean, so this stuff is incredibly cheap. It's incredibly reusable. You can go buck wild on it. And I mean, we've done about 50, 60 prints on a single thing, and we can still use the material over and over and over again.
Yeah, they're right here. Just printed last night. So, same blob. It'll go back on the extruder soon.
Yep.
Just don't eat it, okay? Yes. We don't recommend that.
Yeah.
I tried it. It's not that good.
Now, I'm going to plug a company that sent us a lot of material. So, AMACO, if you guys are watching, thank you very much. Now, this stuff, this Permoplast, which you guys sent to us, which is what a lot of more professional claymation guys actually use, this stuff is incredibly tough and incredibly stiff, which is the reason why we say you probably will want to throw this through the microwave first, which you can, which will actually make it nice and soft, and then you can put it inside of your cartridge and then it's printed off. But please keep in mind that this stuff, even though it's awesome and we can hold ridiculous tolerances with it when it comes out, please understand that you do need to heat it up. So that's Permoplast from AMACO. So guys, if you're from AMACO, thank you very much for sending us the materials. We will continue to print with your stuff. We just haven't had a lot of time to get to that big of a point to be able to print with your stuff. So, but we will. Yes.
35 to 40 degrees C is more than ample. So don't
Thank
think
you.
when we say heat it up means you got to boil it or something.
No, no.
We throw it in the microwave for 15 seconds and it's ready to go.
Oh, and one other thing about this stuff. Do not use the heated bed with this. Please do not use the heated bed with this
If
stuff.
you do, put some butter with it because it'll cook together real perfect.
It puddles up like crazy, guys. So this oil-based clay, yeah, is great when the heated bed is cold. So meaning or room temperature. So, but yeah. So just please, you found out that the
Yeah,
the-
it just it melts.
yeah.
So it's awesome.
There you go. So there you go, Eagle and J. Hobby Lobby has it. I think Michaels may have it, may carry it as well. And there are a few other places. You might be able to find the type of clay over at Target as well, if there's a Target near you. There you go.
I like this Powers USA question.
Okay. Powers USA says, did your SaneSmart filament come in sealed packaging?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, I got it right
see you
here.
cut this one open.
I have it right here. Yes.
Oh.
This guy is super sealed, and on the middle, they did it right. There's silica gel. There's desiccant. There you go.
Did you cut this one open?
Yes, I did. Sorry.
The purple?
Yeah, I cut it open because I thought we were going to be using that for
It's all good.
Richardson, John Richardson. So
No,
There you go.
He doesn't want purple.
I know he wants the blue, which is this
Purple.
stuff right here.
Yeah.
So they did it right, and yes, they did vacuum seal it. So yeah, that's silica desiccant. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
So yes, I think it's like $27 on eBay. Great stuff, and it includes shipping. I mean, they did it right. So yes, so there's one of your very first recommendations for material, and that's 1.75 millimeter plastic. So yeah, great question, Powers USA. Ulrich asked regarding the fan on-off blow rate. So we need some sort of analysis how long it will take until the nozzle will return to the current position in order to know whether cooling is needed or not, and if needed, how much cooling should be good. Am I right?
What we're finding, first off, his slicer will do that for you. You can tell it what the minimum number of seconds it is before it turns the fan on. But my experience is, which can be updated later on when I have more experience to back it up, just put the fan on. I mean, the finish looks nicer.
Yes,
It looks
does.
nicer. It's not affecting the fusion, the strength of the part and everything. I printed this part with all the fusion on. Gotta love that. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but it's doing its stitch fill, and it's an impressive workout.
There you go, guys.
That's fine. We'll get back to it. There's one little spot where it's going.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
It's a good test of your printer, John.
Yeah. Serafina says Spidergrass, Neurox says check out Ferrari's plant. So,
Ferrari's plant?
yeah. There's a, supposedly there's one that's got really, really good, like, wow, I guess they're NASA's using it in a couple of, these are plants that help scrub the air.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, but
Interesting stuff.
if you read the articles, there's a lot of information out about the particulate that's being emitted during 3D printing. I don't know if they say it's in the plastic. I know it's some other stuff like the powder-based stuff. I wouldn't want to be breathing that at all.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, there's a difference between a chemical fume and a mechanical fume. So the difference is an abrasive process that takes place. Fine particles get into the air, and those particulates are nasty. Of course, if it's a fume and it's like hydrogen cyanide gas, you're not going to complain because you're dead before you hit the ground. Not really true. It complexes with the hemoglobin. It makes it so it's tough to breathe, though. Bottom line is,
Don't use weed whacker wire.
yeah, don't weed whacker. No weed whacking around here, okay? Use the good filament. We're grateful to Talman for what he's done. He's brought a whole new area of printing to us, and we're having fun trying to mix around a little bit.
So thank you, Thomas Martzall.
Yep.